Let's go Mets. Let's
Let's
go
go,
Mets.
Mets.
Let's
Let's
go
go,
Mets.
Mets. Let's go, Mets. Go, bro.
Roll it, baby.
Holy shit.
Chris and Dylan on the mic, straight from Queens Turf. Podcast game strong, Jets, Knicks, Rangers, Murph. Mets and Yankees dream Bronx to shade. In the city that never sleeps, sports don't play. NY faithful, we're repping our teams. Jets fly high and I pick out those dreams. From courts to fields, can't walk away. Queens talk sports each and every day. Chopped cheese breakfast, bagels by noon. Pizza slice nights over New York tune. Game stats fly while the meatball simmers. Chris with the takes, Dylan drops zingers. Microphones buzzing like city lights. From Knicks brick shots to Rangers fights. Taste of NYC in every fight. Chris and Dylan, sports talk ignite. NY faithful, we're repping our teams.
Welcome to the Any Sports Podcast. We'll talk about anything at any given time, but
The main focus is always New York.
I'm fat. This is my head. Talk about it.
let's do it. What's good, Chris?
Yo. What up, cuzzy?
Oh, a lot, actually, a lot. We have a lot to
Dude,
fucking talk
I
about.
feel like I've gone through a fever dream, anxiety, and a panic attack at once in the last fucking 72 hours.
This has been a wild last 7 days since we dropped the last episode.
Christ.
Or it'll be 8 when this episode drops. Whatever. Yo, let's just get right into it. Hit him with a yurt.
Hit it with a yer. All right. So, dude, this week has been crazy. I genuinely think that following the debacle that was Sunday's Jet game, I think this Vikings game is going to be a wake-up call for the Jets and for Rodgers, and I think Rodgers is going to have a fucking record day, multiple touchdowns. Dude, he's had enough with this, bullshit, low chemistry, and the fucking stupid O-line flags that are fucking being thrown by, Tyron Smith, who's a fucking vet. Why is Tyron Smith getting a fucking offsides twice on a fucking 5-yard drive that meant nothing?
Not to get into that too much before we get into the NFL portion deeper, but I feel like not a lot of people are mentioning that only half of those were actually on the offensive line. 2 were on Brees and 1 was on a wide receiver.
Right.
They weren't
right.
all on the O-line.
I know.
So,
And
Brees,
Brees definitely fucked up a lot too. And I feel
we'll
like
talk
Brees,
about him. We'll talk about him.
It is what it is with them. But I genuinely think that this game is going to have to be that game where they got to put up or shut up because Darnold is fucking balling his fucking ass off.
He's ball. You got
Syndrome is the real deal in Minnesota, bro.
You got 2 former New York Jets busts that are killing it right now in Geno Smith and Sam Darnold. So that that tells you all you need to know about the Jets.
Geno's playing solid football right now.
So funny enough, my year kind of piggybacks off of that, which is I think that the Bills game, 2 games from now, is going to completely determine our season.
So you're talking week 5?
No.
No, 6. I'm sorry. Week 6.
I was going to say this week is week 5.
Yeah, right. See,
the Bills game, I think that's going to determine the season. Even if we lose the Vikings game and win the Bills one, I think we're on good footing. I don't want to be 3-3, but
I'd rather be 3-2. I'm at 4-2.
Yeah, especially after beating the Bills, who just lost this past week.
Right.
Which is big in terms of
Miami loss and New England loss. Like
it's not looking as bad. I mean, it'd be a lot nicer if we could score, I don't know, 1 more fucking field goal. But before we get into deeper,
a fucking touchdown would be nice.
I have a bonus here. No, not even. I would have taken another field goal. That would have gave us the game. That Greg the leg missed. I have a bonus here that I think the Jets should trade for Davante Adams. That's not the year. Do you know? We should trade Garrett Wilson.
What?
Yep.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Nope.
Bro, you must. I'm sorry, cuz you got to be smoking something.
I don't like what I've seen in the past week from Garrett Wilson in terms of his body language, his mannerisms. When I heard him, I texted you about it. When I heard him on Bart and Hahn, something's not right yet. That doesn't mean that I'm not saying that this is the end all be all. I would much rather keep Garrett Wilson and still even trade for Davante Adams. But I'm just saying, if push comes to shove, I'll give up Garrett Wilson at this point because we want to win right now.
I'm gonna
Garrett
hit
Wilson
you.
should be doing a lot better against number one corners than he has been this season.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real.
listen. I'll give you that, but I'm gonna give you a bounce back proposition.
Okay.
I would say trade Brees for Devontae.
They're
Keep
not
Braylon
gonna-
Allen.
They're not going to do that.
Done. They'll do that. They don't have a running back. Who they have? That kid Jacobs? Josh Jacobs?
No, Josh Jacobs went to Green Bay.
So they don't have a running back.
Let me see.
Vegas don't got a running back.
Yeah, no, they don't. I mean, I guess that kind of works.
Come on, bro. They're in need of a running back. You give them Brees, they give us Devontae. That's fucking.
We need to give up a little more because I don't think that that's even enough. I think we'd have to give up Brees, maybe some picks, I'll give up Brees and a third.
I'll give Brees in a second.
That's a little steep considering. I don't know. You know, Devontae Adams, 31. He's not young.
Aaron Rodgers is 40.
That's not my point.
What's the answer? Come on.
Okay,
we're full of fucking old motherfuckers.
All right, if we're saying F them, if we're going the Rams F them picks, then let's do it. Fuck
there's
it.
got to
I'll
be
do
a
it.
reason. Listen, there's a reason why the Knicks play so well. Chemistry, fucking familiarity. Guess what Devontae and fucking Rodgers have? Familiarity.
Hella familiarity.
Feel me? He said it. He goes, "How would you feel about rejoining Rodgers?" He goes, "It would be the only reason I would go to the Jets."
Well, also, he was asked. That was asked a couple weeks ago. He was just asked on the Kay Adams' show. I can't remember the name, but yeah, they were talking about the cadence stuff, and he was just saying how Aaron, he really wants details to be nailed down, and at this point we're obviously starting the Jets portion of the NFL section, so let's get into it. But yeah, he was talking about, he demands there to be attention to detail, and which is totally understandable. And then she asked, what was it? I think do you miss playing with Aaron or something like that? And I think Devontae said like, what is there not to miss or something like that.
Right.
And I don't know if you heard about the Raiders, what's going on with them, but
Antonio Pierce, dibble dabble, yeah.
Antonio Pierce liked a post that called for a trade of Devontae Adams from Las Vegas.
Right.
First of all, you're a grown-ass man. You're a coach. You shouldn't be on social media anyway. That's just really dumb. But yeah, I think that is imminent. He's injured. I think if he gets traded,
good word, cuz imminent.
I think if he gets traded to the Jets or whatever team, because I've heard the Chiefs are also trying to get in on that.
Yeah, the Chiefs just lost their best receiver.
That'd be unfair, bro. That'd be unfair. Well, that was an accident.
Ridiculous, bro.
But let's say
that would piss Taylor Swift off. Let's put it that way.
I would put my house up that if Devontae Adams got traded to the Jets, he would be healthy the next week.
Wait, he's not healthy right now?
No, he's injured. He's supposed to be.
Oh no, he's healthy. He's healthy the minute he signs that contract.
Exactly.
Yeah. What is it? What does he have? What's his injury?
I don't remember. Let me see. But anyway, talk about that absolute shit loss that we just had, because I can't mention
Jets,
it. I also didn't get to watch it fully.
The Jets, I watched every fucking down, and I was disgusted by everything that happened, minus a few things that we will talk about.
Hamstring for Devontae Adams, by the way. That is actually
hamstring, dude. We could
fairly serious. Yeah, that's fairly serious though. I played a full softball season with a hamstring injury. Okay.
Is there anything else that you haven't fucked up in your life that you have to add as a fucking example, Dylan? Well, you have fucking bent back paper clips for fucking legs. Anyways, let's talk Jets. I love you. So
okay.
Listen, Rodgers got laid the fuck out.
Yeah, other than getting beat the fuck up, he didn't look fantastic.
He didn't look great, but he didn't look terrible.
The line did not do their damn job.
No, the line was not the line that was in New England. Definitely not.
Or the second half of Tennessee.
Right. They definitely need to step that shit the fuck up. Tyron Smith needs to start talking to these motherfuckers.
Tyron Smith was part of the problem.
Yes, I understand that, but he's the vet. They're gonna listen to him, and he needs to get his ass together too. But other than that, Rodgers is Rodgers. If you give him protection, he will give you, a bit of progress. And without protection, he's going to give you shit, just like every other quarterback. Brees is not Brees. Okay, Brees is not acting like, bro, I thought you were about to take your teeth out. I was like, when did you get veneers?
Dentures.
I really think I would have signed off if you would have took your teeth off, straight up.
Oh,
I would
hey,
have signed
Chris.
off. I would have called Cuzzy Matt and been like, yo, if you see what Parker just did.
Yo, oh my God.
So, yeah, Brees definitely doesn't look like himself. Like you said, he's not really seeing the field as well as he normally is. Like, he's not that Brees that fucking had that 76-yard run against Cleveland 2 years ago. He doesn't know how to truck as quick and as dominant as he was in his first 2 years. Which is really upsetting.
Last year, he was fine. Last year, he was
Yeah.
going to get most improved.
Yeah,
He
but
came back
the best,
from the injury.
The best year he had was his rookie year.
Yeah, it was only lasted
Hands down.
So 5,
But
6 games or whatever. Last year, I think was the best year. It actually lasted the whole year.
Right. Regardless, I feel like at the end of the year, push comes to shove, and we got to let somebody go. It's got to be Brees because we have a guy like Braylon fucking Allen. Braylon Allen.
I feel like that's not a discussion we need to have right now, though. Letting him
No,
go.
no, I know,
you know,
I know, but now I want to talk Braylon Allen because Braylon Allen should have been used when we were at the fucking 1 yard line.
Yes,
when you had a 240-pound fucking running back. How do you not punch it? This reminded me of fucking Seattle in the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and they didn't punch it in with Marshawn Lynch. This is ridiculous. You're at the 1 yard line. Why the fuck do you have Breece Hall trying to punch it in if he's been off? This is all coaching and play calling by fucking Saleh and by Hackett.
It does fall on the players too. It doesn't seem like they have any kind of killer instinct. A lot of them don't have the background in winning like legit games. These don't feel like legitimate professionals. It feels like and from what I heard, or I should say from what I didn't hear from Garrett Wilson on the Bart and Hahn show earlier today was because he goes on there every week, win or lose. And I mean, I'm just gonna, before I say what I was gonna say, he does not sound like he's having fun. He sounds sulky. I don't like it. I know he's a kid technically still, but what I was alluding to before was that he was kind of hinting that like they don't practice anything with the cadences, or they don't practice it as much as they should. It seemed like they don't practice how he mentioned a few times we should practice like how we play. And that's concerning to me because that's almost always a coaching thing. If they're not practicing correctly, and we've said it's a coaching thing, everybody's saying it's a coaching thing that's wrong with the Jets right now. Yeah, that's just, man.
It's definitely a coaching thing.
Shit had me fucked up when I started hearing Garrett Wilson talk about all this stuff because I'm like, bro, you want to say it so bad, but you're too professional to do it. Yeah, like it was bad. But
look, let's put it this way. I get where the kid's coming from. But at the same time, dude, take accountability for the fact that you're going up against not the greatest coverage one-on-one, and you should be able to fucking dust them.
Next week, there's going to be a test because Brian Flores is about to tee the fuck off.
Right.
He's a hell of a defensive coordinator. All that defense does is pin their ears back and try to get after it. It's going to be, we're going to have to get throws out or snaps off a lot quicker because the Vikings defense pops off as soon as the play is called, or like the hike is made. But yeah, I'm worried. I'm legitimately worried about this game in London. Thankfully, it's both teams have to go to London, so we're both putting up with all that stuff. But yeah, man, the Vikings are legit as of right now. The Vikings are legit.
A very, very, very good team. Okay, the Vikings have a quarterback that has protection and has field vision like not a lot of people in the fucking league.
And we have a head coach and an offensive coordinator who have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And I'm just going to transition right into Saleh. He's not meant to be a head coach. This has been stewing with me the past few days. He has no composure on the sideline. He's fucking running up and down like they won the Super Bowl when a field goal is missed by the other team, even though that didn't decide the outcome of the game. You got him fucking, I don't think he knows actually how to coach other than like putting together a defensive like schematic of how your defense should be ran. And all he is a motivational speaker. That's all he fucking does. All I see with him in the videos. Shit is annoying.
I heard somebody say it pretty fucking spot on. Saleh is not a head coach. He is a fucking sideline cheerleader.
Yeah, he's a cheerleader.
All he does,
I think I told you that.
He gets hyped and runs down the fucking sideline for a fucking sack Why are you getting hyped
Your-
over a third down sack?
Your quarterback should not like. We're talking like the Patriots game when everything was misconstrued that he patted him on the chest instead of giving Salah the hug back. Um, when your quarterback has to keep you in check because you can't fucking hold your shit together. Like you need not that you need to always be stone faced, stone cold killer, but like you need
Be
to
professional
fucking
about it.
yeah, like he's not professional, and it's like it's cool to a degree how excited he gets and stuff, but like, dude, you're not a coach, you're not a head coach, you're not head coach material, like, and then talking about Hackett, like, I truly think he doesn't know how to coach football, like he doesn't call plays that actually are part of the game flow or anything like that. It's like he said
No,
something, it's like
it's
how
just he's
it's
a
like
he's a little kid playing Madden, bro.
but it's like he has a game script and he will go with that no matter what. There is no, deviating from it or anything. How are you not manufacturing at least 8 catches for Garrett Wilson throughout the game? Because
Right.
if star players get like 8, 9, 10 plus catches in a game, that usually breaks the game open because those are typically big plays. How you're not manufacturing touches for him is wild. Where's Corley? I know Gibson isn't a huge factor, but where are some slot throws for Gibson? He's speedy, he's small, he's slippery. I'm confused.
He's not calling any of that.
You mentioned
He's not
Braylon
calling-
Allen. Braylon Allen is your bruising back. Why is he not being used on a 1 yard run? Like it's wild to me. And coaching almost always dictates why you're getting so many penalties. And we saw a shit ton of penalties, not even the cadence issue ones, this past weekend. And it's just wild to me.
Honestly, those are like the flags that I saw when we were at the 5 yard line, opposite 5 yard line, and Brees got one, Tyron Smith got one, Moses got one. It's like, dude, did we forget how to fucking just stay in fucking place until the goddamn fucking ball is hiked?
It's
Like,
I think that part
this
I
isn't
think-
fucking this isn't Pop Warner football, bro. This is the fucking big time.
I agree. I think that part of the game was more fluky than anything. You had crappy conditions. Crappy conditions don't
Yeah, the
affect your
conditions were
hearing.
shit. Absolutely.
They don't affect your hearing and your ability to not snap or like get off the snap correctly. But I think that I see what I wanted to mention right after that. I wanted us like almost to record right after that game because my immediate thing was, all right, yes, this game absolutely fucking sucked. But this is the type of game we're not even thinking about it. Throw the tape away. Let's just get back to our grind and get back to what we think we were doing correctly leading up to the game.
It's
Don't even-
almost like
gotta
you want
erase
this
it.
game to have never happened
Exactly.
because you
it-
went backwards instead of forward in progress.
I don't think there's any excuse you can make that would make me feel better than
No,
you having a quarterback in the first half of a game have -7 yards and they go on to win the game.
yeah, it's
That's
fucking.
insane. That's actual insanity that happened.
I really I don't get it, but
We gotta talk about the Giants, and if we're gonna talk about the Giants, then
Oh!
we gotta bring in
we're gonna bring in a Cuzzy man.
and 3, 2, 1.
On the mic, spewing fire about the Giants. Tiger eyes got the fight, fueled by passionate defiance. Every loss he breaks down, every win leaves him beaming. Detangle truth in this town, can't stop this raw screaming. Black and blue and red.
Cuzzy Matt.
What's up, everyone?
He has his own theme
What up?
song, ladies and
We got a
gentlemen,
theme song. It's all I've ever wanted in life is the theme song.
and I made that happen. You're welcome.
You made my dreams come true.
DJ
bro.
Khaled, take it
Yeah.
easy.
Oh my God! All right, yeah.
Little
so-
quiet weekend, guys, huh?
Yeah,
Quiet sports weekend, huh?
It's gonna be a pretty quick episode.
What
I
are we
don't
going
think
to
it'll-
talk about?
I don't think it'll eclipse 20 minutes. It's gonna be boring. What
No.
the fuck is going on with New York football teams?
Ugly.
Dear God, tell us about your gigantians. God,
I mean, at
that
least they had a
started off
kicker this
sounding a
week.
lot cooler in my head.
Yeah, you're a fucking nerd.
Ay vey.
Listen, positives.
Did you just pronounce the T and listen?
Listen.
Listen, listen, team.
Go on. I'm sorry. Your Giants are doomed. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 100%. You know what? At this point, you got to question I'm never going to come
Everything?
on here and accuse anyone. We don't make accusations on this podcast, but at the same time,
yes, we do.
yeah, we do. We actually do it really often. Uh, like every single episode.
Literally, yeah.
Is Brian Dable like trying to lose or like does he really just want that like top 5 pick? Like
He might be trying to self-sabotage to get the best quarterback available.
I don't at this point I don't think it's a crazy thought.
I could see it. I don't know. It's weird. We have coaching issues with both New York teams right now.
Yeah.
Like that seems to be where the problems truly lie. Like
Yeah.
you could say Daniel Jones all you want. He was actually fairly competent the last few weeks.
So I
Not
think
this
we're on
past game. He
opposite
had
ends of this now.
Well, no, this last game he had a QBR of like 55 point something, like 55.
What
and
happened
change.
to? I don't want to hear any more Daniel Jones slander, bud.
he backtracked that on the episode.
Listen,
that
no,
he
no,
didn't
no.
Come on.
Every
I
week
think you
he's
just
getting
start to
worse and
realize,
worse.
like,
He's like,
how much
you know what?
better it
Fuck
could
him at
be.
this point. Fuck him.
Who?
When
Daniel
you got
Jones?
a guy like Mike,
Sound like you're saying
God.
Manute Bol. When you
Yeah,
got a
right?
guy like
Malik
My name is
Neighbors,
Manute Labers,
Manu Clavers.
Engelbert
I
Humperdinck.
mean, he did call
Yes!
Daniel Jones Daniel Dones the first time he did.
Daniel Jones.
You hear that?
Yes.
So Daniel Dones,
Malik Mabers.
Malik Mabers. I like that.
Liberty won.
Dude, when you got
Liberty
Nice,
won.
all right.
Let's fucking go.
Hell yeah.
That's 2-0, baby.
Oh, that's a good Tuesday.
Let's go. Okay, sorry. That's my last interruption.
You're good. It won't be, but it's
No,
fine.
Your last
no,
interception.
I can't help it. I'm passionate.
Hey, that's why we do this, right?
You're
Exactly.
passive aggressive.
Oh,
You're not
shit.
passive.
When you got a guy like Neighbors, it's like you kind of realize how crappy it is because you're like, dude, that one play, dude's wide open where he faked out the corner and he fell. Like, dude's wide open and like couldn't hit him in stride. Like he had to completely stop to get to the ball. And yeah, it was a big game, but like that's a touchdown with any other quarterback.
Yeah.
Also, like, I think I said it in the chat. He's got a noodle arm now. Where'd it go?
He can't
Never
push
had the
ball.
best arm, but
He can't push the ball.
at all, dude.
Um,
Like, 25 yards is like his max.
But what's crazy is that like Neighbors is still putting up 12 for 115. Like
Yeah, it's
Daniel
really
Jones's
crazy.
numbers, I mean, I know he didn't have a touchdown, but he went 29 of 40 for 281. He had the interception. You have no running game. 14 carries for 24 yards with fucking Singletary.
Yeah.
Like
That
that's
part was
bad.
embarrassing.
He
Dylan
can't
went and
get
got
over
your
4
fucking
yards.
stat sheet.
But at the same time, Daniel Jones hurts us. There was a couple plays,
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
no,
said,
he
he cannot
doesn't
push
help.
the ball downfield. There was a few plays that should have been big plays.
But then
It
you
was
have
that,
to play
it was
to
an
that.
offsides call.
If you're the coaching, you have to play to that. You have
No,
to
I know, but
work
like
with
at
what
the
you
same
got.
time, like eventually you got to push the ball. You can't dink and dunk everything,
True.
and then they can't get in the end zone when they get down there.
I find it hard.
Sounds
to
a lot like the
believe-
Jets.
I find it hard to believe that like you can't be like, all right, every 11th play, Daniel, just fucking rip it. Whatever happens, happens.
Can't though now. That's the problem.
But no, I can't imagine that he physically cannot throw the ball 50 yards.
It fucking looks like it.
No, it does. It's just baffling to me that I guess is the better word that that's the case.
I mean, like, is it the knee? Is it the neck? What's affecting it?
if
something
it's the-
had to
Hot
have
ass
happened.
If
freaking
it's-
girlfriend.
If it's the neck, why is he playing?
It's a very fair question.
Real talk. Like, let's just put Tommy
no,
Cutlets
that
in
played.
and
I
see
think
what
it was
the fuck
Slayton.
happens.
I think it was Slayton. That offsides call where he had the
I-
free play and it was an
Slay-
interception, but it was called
Yeah.
back.
Slayton's
That was-
going to
that
be
was
a,
a tough
Underthrew him by
call.
like 5 yards. Wasn't even
Slayton's
that
going to
deep.
be a chief by the deadline. Mark my words.
What is?
Slayton is going to be a chief by the deadline.
Oh, I could see that.
There's rumors
He's
that
a
the
super
Chiefs,
underrated.
There's rumors
receiver,
that the
man.
Chiefs want Slayton.
Matt.
Do they?
Them
Good.
and,
Give
and
us,
they
give
want
us like
they
a third
want
round pick for
they
him.
want to try to get in on the Devontae Adams trade talk too.
Matt, your
Look-
Uncle Mike says Daniel Jones is going to get benched by week 6. I said, I don't even think he's going to make it to week 6.
2 more weeks.
I don't know. Dable.
I
Might
Like I
get
said,
benched
I think
mid
Dable's trying
game
to lose,
next,
man.
next, you know?
If Dable's trying to lose, Daniel Jones is the best guy for the job.
I think if you're legitimately trying to salvage the season, you would have benched Daniel Jones either during this game or you say that he's not starting week 5. I think at this point they're just gonna ride this out and see what the fuck happens and probably hope that they get the number 1, 2, or 3 pick.
Yeah, the problem is, and listen, I'm not a guy that's ever going to root against my teams, but the problem is his stats don't look bad.
He has numbers to back up why he should be playing to a degree.
Yeah, but like he also is half the reason they lose. Like they can't
Yeah.
score points if they can't score
Well,
touchdowns.
they also can't stop another team from scoring points on the other side of the ball.
What was the final score of that game again? I can't remember.
20 to
Thursday feels
okay.
like an
Yes,
eternity ago.
I don't know if that was sarcasm, but they only allowed 20 points. I get it.
Yeah.
But the Cowboys aren't much better at all. They have
Yeah, the Cowboys suck, dude.
they have even worse of a running game than y'all, it feels like.
Well, Giants secondary looks like absolute dog shit. So
that's more so what I was trying to allude to.
yeah, their defensive line I was very happy with actually.
Y'all
Well,
should
they
pray-
actually pressured him. They got a few stops when they needed it.
Would you
and
What
then
Burns do?
would you like my
Burns did well.
my guy from Bama, Milrow?
I don't know if Milrow is really going to be that good, man.
He's gonna be good. Watch.
Dude, come on.
Also,
Don't
you're
say that
both
about my
Alabama
Bama
fans?
boy, all right?
I grew up an Alabama fan. I have family friends in Alabama. I have a reason. I don't know what Chris's reason is.
Roll Tide. I don't care about nothing but the Tide.
Fair enough reason for
Fuck
me. Roll
everybody.
Tide.
But the Tide. I went to Ireland, saw a guy at Temple Bar with an Alabama hat on in the bathroom, and I just looked at him and I went, Roll Tide. And he goes, Roll Tide. And he was so happy with piss all over the floor. He didn't give a shit.
Was this an American or was this a local?
He was an Alabaman from Mobile.
I'm sorry, he was a what?
He was an Alabaman.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I mean, what? There's not really much else to talk about the Giants, I guess, right? Do you have anything else you want to put in there?
Fire Dable.
Is this just a?
Fuck you. No.
Do you? Okay, wait. No. Now that sparks a legitimate question for me. If he has the right quarterback and stuff, would you like to see Dable still coach the Giants?
Yeah, dude. All right. Anyone that's saying that they should be fired is not watching the same game as me. First week, yeah, I was not happy with him. The kicker thing, I think that's more of a GM thing to elevate players.
Yeah.
I don't know why that didn't happen. Maybe they just thought he was healthier than he was. I don't know.
I think that's
that
a
was an oversight.
collaborative thing. Because
Yeah, that was an
coach's
oversight.
boots on the ground, GM is entrusted with the talent on the team. I feel like that has to
Yeah.
be. You have to be.
Listen though, if a guy
on the
is
same
telling you
page.
that he's healthy and he's
can't
good
really-
to go, and the trainers say they're good to go, why would you think twice about it? You know?
just
Yeah, I
like
guess you're
Edwin,
right.
Diaz saying he should finish the game, even though the last
Hey,
time that
hey,
happened.
hey, hey.
Exactly, and that worked out.
That's a great segue to talk about the Mets.
Hey, don't talk about my Mets, okay?
They're killing it.
Because guess
I called
what,
it.
people.
I'm the one that had faith. Neither of you motherfuckers had faith.
Shut the fuck
No,
up.
no, no.
You're a
You
fucking
don't
little
know-
piece
Chris,
of
you
shit
wanna take this one?
pinstripe fucking Bronx Yankee fan. No, he's not going to get this
I'm
one. 'cause
literally
he's not
happy.
a fucking Met fan.
I'm
Chris,
happy
you
for
wanna
the
take
Mets.
this?
Genuinely.
That's great. Fuck the Yankees. Now
don't
you can
understand.
be a hater and hate us.
I'm not hating. What the fuck?
You
I
don't
know, but I'm
understand
saying
the
now you
thought
have a reason to
process.
hate us. Listen to
I don't-
me.
I don't want to
The
hate the
Mets are fucking back. I lost hope at the dentist,
I don't know about
and I'm back.
Dentist.
Okay? Listen to me. The Mets
Yes.
played a fucking wild doubleheader against Atlanta yesterday.
Well, the second game wasn't that wild.
no. Da-da-da. Game one,
Yeah.
Game two
Absolutely.
didn't matter.
panic attack, rethinking my life, probably losing more hair that I don't have.
That was a
And-
fuck the Mets. I love the Mets. Fuck the Mets. I love the Mets. Just
Dude,
like every 3 innings.
I was literally in the
That chat
middle
was
of
back and
I was in the
forth.
middle of a cleaning, and I get Matt texting me, you texting me, fucking Frankie texting me.
You
my
got
dad,
Chris in the fucking
uncle.
chair, like,
I'm like, ha, 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 ha. I told my dental technician, I was like, wait, hold on, let me check my phone real quick. And I stopped and I looked, and I just see Matt texting,
chaos.
just
You saw
losing his
chaos.
mind, saying,
Yeah.
screaming Nemo into the clouds of the fucking sky, and I'm like, what is happening?
Oh, that was you
You
that
just
sent
witnessed
that,
my
Matt?
manic episode through
Yo.
text.
You're the
It
one that
was
sent the Nemo
insane.
text?
the
The memo
Mets.
text?
The Mets
I
were
don't think that was you.
down.
I think that was someone else.
The Mets were down what, 4-0 at that point, or 3-0?
3.
3-0. Came back, full rally.
It was 6-3 at one
Started
point.
by, was it Iglesias that started that rally?
It's yesterday. I should remember.
I
Was it
know,
Matt-
and
I feel
I
like-
don't. I the only reason I'm saying that is because he started the rally tonight.
Am
Yeah.
I bugging? Was it
Dude,
not
that
Nimmo
hustle
that
play
started?
tonight.
That
Worth every
dive to
penny.
first was crazy.
Give that man a
But
blank check.
we'll talk about that right now. So
Yeah.
now,
What about your MVP? Was it
okay,
MVP.
I was
fucking
getting
play?
to that.
Sorry. That
Billy,
was
he's-
so
he's
insane.
building the story, Dylan.
I'm sorry.
Right? You're
sorry,
my
Mets
children. I'm saying a good night
Character
story.
development, Mets. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Da, 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 da. So we take a 4-3 lead. Nimmo comes up, hits a 2-run blast, gives us a 6-4 lead into the 8th inning. Okay. Out comes Edwin fucking Diaz. And it's like Edwin Diaz forgot how the fuck to close a goddamn game out.
Until he didn't.
Hold up.
Dude, once he didn't cover first, he
Oh,
was
that
flustered.
fucking irritated me. I'm sorry, but if I'm Pete Alonso, I'm punching you in the fucking face.
Yeah, like he
But
makes
just
this
for
great
that.
play.
Okay. There was no way that Pete made that fucking awesome catch and Diaz just stood there like a
He got caught
no.
watching.
Come on, bro. You don't do that. Number one. Number two, then he goes and he allows a 3-run double? A 3-run double
Yeah.
for the Braves to take a 7-6 lead in the bottom of the fucking 8th. We lost all hope. Matt and I were fucking upset. We said, this is why we can't have nice things. Fuck the Mets. Fuck Diaz. Fuck this. Fuck that. We were ready to take Prozac and sit in a fucking hole with a bottle of bourbon. And then
Wow.
my savior, my MVP, our MVP, people, Francisco Mr. Smile Lindor, does it again.
If you're MLB, the better sell and the better story for MVP
Would be Lindor.
is Lindor, and I think
I'm
that's
sorry.
I think that's a better move business wise than to
There's
give it
no
to
way
Ohtani.
that because Otani
can't
has
give-
48
They
fucking
can't give him the
endorsements.
MVP.
No.
They got to cover up his
Oh yeah, no.
Otani's gambling addiction.
I think that's
Fuck him
absolutely
and fuck Epe or Ipe or whatever the fuck his
They-
name is.
they look-
Hip hop.
MLB is like, thank God you just set the record for the 50-50 because this helps us so much because it makes us give you the MVP. You look incredible, great season. You're the reason that the Dodgers go to the playoffs and maybe inevitably the
Dodgers have a worse record than they did last year, if I'm not mistaken. How
Yeah,
is
but
that
he's-
an MVP?
He's the most valuable player, Matt.
No,
He's
the
the
best
most
offensive
valuable
player.
endorsement.
Yeah,
He's the best offensive
He
player.
should be
There
the
is an award for
MVE,
that.
not the MVP.
legitimate.
I believe that's the Hank
MVP
Aaron Award, right?
A legitimate
Oh, shit.
MVP is Lindor, and I think the Magic needs to be recognized. I think it's
The Mets
listen
are
to
a
me.
bad team without Lindor.
it's
Listen to me.
way
The
too
Mets,
special to not
hands
give him
down,
the award.
Hands down, I'm telling you right now, the Mets would not be in the position that they're in without Francisco Lindor.
0%.
Regardless,
0%.
I have another question. Regardless of it working, this is unrelated. Do you think it was a smart move, Mendoza listening to Diaz?
Oh.
Overall?
Yes.
Yes? Really?
Because-
Listen to your guy. Who's better out there?
Last time you listened to the player, Matt Harvey, it didn't work out the same way.
It was a different coach.
No.
It was a different
no,
coach,
no.
and that was a different.
I'm not
time.
saying it
Don't
was
start.
the same coach. Yeah, no.
No. Dylan, very different circumstances.
I know.
Very.
I'm just trying to
You
make a connection.
putting Matt Harvey back in was not the problem. Letting him have that long of a leash was the problem.
Yep.
As soon as he threw
Yeah.
a pitch, let up that double, out.
Yep.
Like if you come out and start firing like Diaz did,
Let me stay in.
you pitch.
Home run. Nope. Mistake.
Yeah,
Yep.
sometimes
No,
you're gonna
I-
make the
I
wrong
agree.
choice, man.
Let's put it this way: if I have
Trust your players.
right, if I have a closer like Diaz, and Diaz tells me, listen, I don't think I'm having it tonight, or I might be off. Just give me another hitter, see if I can get through it. But if he's confident and he's telling you, keep me in, I know what I'm doing. I trust him.
Well,
I
that's
genuinely trust him.
That's like in any other sport. In football, if your wide receiver is like, throw me the ball on this next play. Or in basketball, if you have your wing is like, give me the ball on this out of bounds play. I'm hitting.
Why
this
did you
three.
just get ghetto saying that? You said, give me the ball. Like, what was that, bro? You were really white with baseball
I
and
grew-
football. You said basketball, and you got Queens on me, bro.
I
said,
grew up
"Give me
playing
the
basketball
ball."
in the Mecca. I'm sorry, it just came out. That's the way I grew up.
Give me
I'm
the ball
sorry.
and give me a bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper ketchup. You heard? Make it quick before I get fucking wild.
All right. So how are y'all feeling now? You think you're taking game 2 also? Where's the next game? Is it still in Milwaukee?
All
It's
of
all
that,
in
well,
Milwaukee.
every game
It's
is in
all-
Milwaukee, bro.
Why?
Because Milwaukee's
at home
division
field.
winner.
That seems idiotic. Though.
It's
I don't-
stupid, but guess what? Thursday night.
That's really bad.
I'm just letting you know right
You know,
now.
it was
Matt.
their what's it called? It's how they got the teams to agree to it. A division winner playing in the wild card round.
Right. Matt,
Mm,
I'm
okay.
just throwing this out here.
Still don't like it.
If God forbid tomorrow is not our day, Thursday, there is a watch party at City Field. $10 to get in, $5 fucking concession stand
That's
prices, and you
light.
get to watch it on a fucking 75 by 65 screen at City Field with a bunch of screaming Met fans. I think we should go.
You got to do it.
I think we should fucking go.
Might have to. I am currently going to be working, but I'll let you know.
I don't feel the commitment.
It's okay, Dylan.
This is a
Dylan,
shame. I'm
Dylan.
coming up. I'm coming up.
fly up.
I'm
Actually,
doing it.
just tell your car to drive you.
Oh, you want to hear something cool? So the Tesla just got actually smart summon S as a new feature. It is actually called
Please hold
S
as this
in the
becomes
Ass?
a Tesla podcast.
What?
Said please hold everyone as this becomes a Tesla podcast.
Or we talk about anything and
It's
anything.
really
but
cool.
the main focus is driving yourself.
I can set a location for the Tesla to go to, and it'll drive itself there.
That's fucking bossy. If I was a
Bossy.
Tesla, I'd be like, don't tell me where the fuck to take you. I'm taking you wherever the fuck I want to go.
All right, back to
They just need
sports.
Chris's voice in the Tesla.
Yo,
Somebody puts it
you
in
should
and be
have
like,
me as
be
your.
like, yo, fuck you. I'm not bringing
make
you
a
there.
fucking right, you dumbass.
Oh my god! All right, set it to go somewhere. I'm coming. The fuck?
Yo, we
you
getting
so
there in like
bossy?
5 minutes. Stop playing. Yo, we're really 20 minutes away though.
You're going the complete wrong way.
But neither here nor there. The Mets have another fucking stellar game. They start fucking losing. They were down 3-zip.
Yeah,
Dude,
I was getting
First
worried.
inning, thought it was over.
First, I was listening
Done.
to it on the fucking radio with your Uncle Mike. Like I was listening to the car and I was on the phone with him and shit, and we were just talking. And he's like, "This is done. This is it. Like it's over." I have such a fucking adoration for Jose Iglesias, Mr. Oh my God.
Oh
Every time
my
this-
god!
Yup, that song is playing at my fucking wedding. I don't care.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say funeral.
Why?
Uh,
You trying to kill me?
That song is playing at my funeral. You just, oh my.
that's really what's
God.
happening the Wednesday before your wedding. That's really what's going on.
What, a funeral?
Yeah.
He's gonna need one. That's why
If
you're
you-
coming up early.
If you need a casket, I got a good price.
Did Matt just like subtly foreshadow
Give himself
what's
up to
going
the cops?
what's
Yeah,
going
probably.
on? No, I meant what's
I
going
didn't
on the
confess to
Wednesday.
anything.
What's going on the Wednesday before the wedding?
Oh, you don't know?
No, we're not allowed to tell him yet.
Oh no, we're not allowed to tell him. Okay,
No,
we're
not yet, not yet.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say it.
In-person
It's
episode,
scripted.
everybody.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
It's in the
Y'all
works.
thought we were done?
in
Y'all
the
thought I was finished?
We may not have a bathtub though.
Yo, are you still drinking that shitty soda?
This is
with the
this is
fucking
the
Oreo
last
taste?
one. This is the last
Wait, no,
one.
Dill, I tried one of those because
They
of
don't
you.
taste like Oreo.
They do a little bit,
No, they don't.
like the cream, a little bit.
See, this is how you know that
Tastes like
Matt's
your
not an
cream.
Oreo guy like us.
Right. Did you taste it yet?
I tried it. It
Doesn't
does not taste like Oreos
No,
at all.
Not at all. This tastes like Diet
Wait.
Coke.
Is Oreo your favorite cookies?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm an Oreo whore.
Please tell me you're not a Chips
Nah.
Ahoy guy.
Whoa.
No, I ain't. Not only am
Don't-
I Chips Ahoy,
You will
Not
never
Ahoy
come on the
original?
podcast again if you disparage Oreos right now. I'm putting it out there.
I'm not saying
Do
anything
not
bad
fucking
about
say
Oreos.
anything.
They're just not the best.
That's a fair no. Everybody's entitled to their opinion whether it's wrong or not.
You're
In
gonna
this
hate
case,
my real
extremely
opinion.
fucking wrong. I don't want to know
You're gonna
anything
go
else.
original fucking Chips Ahoy or Chewy?
Chewy Chips Ahoy, baby.
Fuck that.
Chewy Chips Ahoy are really good. Chewy
They're
Chips
so
Ahoy are
good, I could
really
eat the
good.
whole
Chewy Chips
bag.
Ahoy are delicious. Don't get me wrong, but if I had to pick Chips Ahoy, I would pick one of two. I'd pick the chunky or the brownie one.
Brownie.
Yeah, the ones that
Okay,
have the
never
brownie
brownie.
inside, bro. You never had those?
No.
No,
Sounds like an abomination, but in a
That's
good way.
that's a Queens ShopRite shit.
I gotta
They
find that.
they give
All
you
right.
double diabetes. They got like
ShopRite sounds
64 grams of
double
sugar per
diabetes.
bag.
Yeah, it tastes nothing like Oreos. Do I got to double down and have the actual Oreos now too? I got
Maybe.
a few of those left.
But
See-
Chris,
Yeah.
Jesse Winker, man,
Dude, Jesse Winker.
Who's Winky?
Talking shit, hitting triples.
Okay, wait, hold up. Now that you just said talking shit, we're gonna go back for a minute to that awesome wild card game. Let's talk a little Brandon Nimmo sticking his tongue out to Michael Harris.
Oh my god, I love it, dude.
Dude,
Where is
Michael
this?
Harris makes that catch to retire the side after we had bases loaded, right?
Off of Nimmo, also, by the way.
Off of Nimmo. Then Nimmo hits a fucking 2-run blast to give us the lead.
Oh, are you talking about where the dude stuck his tongue out?
Yeah, bro. He Michael Jordan him, bro.
Yeah.
Michael Harris, Michael Jordan him while he caught the ball in center field. So Nimmo hits a 2-run shot, and as he's rounding first, he looks out at the center field and he just goes, ah.
Looks right at him.
Love
Doesn't
it.
even hide it.
I love that Brandon Nimmo is just not that guy to do that.
No, he's
Brandon
becoming
Nimmo
that
is
guy,
a
though.
professional. He always hustles to first, no matter if it's a walk, a fucking hit by pitch, anything. He'll
big
run
fan
to
of that.
first. And I love
Also,
that
this is the
about him.
same guy in his post-game interview was saying things like, gosh darn.
Right. And you know,
Swear to
gee, I
God.
really
Wait,
wish,
is he the
I
Kirk
really
Cousins
wish
of
fans
the-
were
of
out
the
here
Mets?
more.
Yes.
Did you hear what Kirk Cousins said this past weekend, by the way?
No, what do you say?
He said,
Kirk
So,
Cousins
yeah,
said
I was,
some wild shit, bro.
no, this was like so funny. He was like, yeah, so after during the game I saw that the crowd in Atlanta is they're doing the swag surf song and everybody's just going nuts with it. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. I was just like, Kurt, Jesus Christ,
Such a
man.
dad.
Dude,
you're
you're way
so
too late
white.
to that shit.
This is pretty neat.
I think that's actually what he said. I think he said it's pretty neat.
Oh my God. That's
Man,
amazing.
But regardless,
good having you back on, Maddie.
Always a pleasure, guys.
Hell yeah,
You got more people coming on?
maybe.
no, we just like you. That's
This
just
man
what it
is just teased. He's giving up all of our shit right now.
I
Jesus
thought you said. I
Christ.
don't know what you guys said already. You gotta,
I'm not
you
a-
gotta tell me this.
I mean, we haven't really said anything. We haven't said anything in stone, but we do want to have more people on. So, listeners, please, this is a public service announcement from your boys at the Any Sports Podcast.
I don't know if I approve this going.
I don't give a fuck what you approve, motherfucker. This is a you and me problem, not a you problem. Don't start. Eat your Oreos and shove your fat ass in your fucking seat. If you're a listener, an avid listener, and you're a sports fan, please, by all means, let us know if you'd like to be on. If you're like cool with us, because I don't really want no strangers in this motherfucker.
I don't
And
want to
we-
start having a bunch of people on here, but what I will accept is send us a voice note, almost like when we call into the radio. Send in a voice note, DM one of our social medias.
Yeah, slide in my DMs,
like-
guys.
We'll go through that, throw them in the episode, have some fun. Let's
Yeah.
get freaky with it.
Yeah,
What?
We're getting freaky. With it.
Dylan, you eat one Oreo, you get fucking horny, dude. What's going
I've
on?
had, I've had 4 in the last 15 seconds. I think
Oh,
I'm getting a
dude,
sugar
you
high.
are ready to burst. Okay.
I'm getting a sugar high.
Yeah, there's
All
a
right,
little more than
Dill,
sugar.
you gotta play me out.
He was waiting for that.
Give me a theme song. It's going straight to my head, dude.
Oh my god, he's gonna play it in the car on his way to work tomorrow. Watch.
Dude, I have. I love it. I love listening to myself. Peace.
See you, Maddie.
Bro, I can't with him. I really can't.
This is great. This is great.
God, this is hysterical, bro. Gotta love it. Cuzzy Matt. All right, you know what? This has gotten wild. Let's take a timeout.
Well, we didn't get to finish baseball. I mean, we don't have much to talk about.
Wait, listen. The
Yanks
Mets.
get the Yanks get
The
the,
Mets.
division.
The Mets won. The Mets have a 1-0
No,
lead.
you guys
The
deserve.
series against the Brewers. The Yankees haven't played, and they
You guys
suck.
deserve the spotlight. I mean, the Yanks did clinch the division, so we didn't have to play any games like that. You know, we were just too good. We play again on Saturday. No here, no there. But yeah, good times. No, the Mets deserve the spotlight for real. They're killing it. It's so much fun to watch them right now. If you're a Yankees fan and you hate what I'm saying, I don't give a single shit. I'm not a stupid, stubborn Yankees fan like some of y'all are. I'm gonna just call y'all out. I do not care. What the Mets are doing right now is special. It's fun. It's not good. It's a fucking amazing for New York and for sports in general, specifically MLB. It is incredible. When all New York teams are good, the sports are better. And I'm not saying that being from New York, it is because it is one of the biggest media markets in the world, not just the country. When these teams are good, sports are better. It's
True.
just
True.
fact.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. This is a moment in baseball and New York history that will never be forgotten. Honestly.
Look, I forgot to ask a question to
What
you and
question?
Cuzzy Matt. I'll just ask it to you.
Sure.
Um,
Talk to me.
I've heard it a lot on radios and podcasts in the last couple days or last like 24 hours, I guess I would say.
Right.
Is this one of the best moments in Mets history?
If you're talking about the game one against the doubleheader,
Mhm.
absolutely. To
I think
me,
so.
I
think regular season, I think nothing's touching it.
dude. Honestly, I can honestly tell you, I've been a Met fan for a long time. I've been a Met fan for 25 plus years.
You're like one of the callers on ESPN. I've been a Mets fan since
Yeah.
1989.
Listen, I've been a Met fan for 25 fucking years. I can safely say with confidence that wild card clinching game was the greatest Met game I've ever seen. Well, I didn't get to see.
But
Okay,
you don't.
that-
Okay, but are you lumping that into? Because I think regular season, nothing's touching it.
Oh no, but see, but
There's
here's the
stuff
thing.
that's close, but nothing was as meaningful as this game, and I think
Right.
that's what gives it the lift.
Here's the thing. You can say that nothing's touching it regular season, nothing's touching it playoff wise either, because we haven't gone to
I will
anything but a
say-
World Series that didn't really happen.
Oh my god! I will say the specialness of the Piazza game after 9/11.
That is
That's
that
got to
is
be
the
right there too.
greatest. No, that is the greatest game in New York baseball history, hands down.
I'll give you that.
Hands down.
I'll give you that.
Piazza hitting a fucking home run on 9/11.
Not
what?
on 9/11, right after 9/11.
I mean, it was what the 20th. It was the 20th. It was
when
week
shit
later.
finally resumed. Yeah.
And that was a Subway Series.
I've never seen a time where sports was more needed.
Yep.
In the big picture, not just for New York.
That was a day that the city needed something to get their mind off
And
the
the Mets
tragedy. that was 9/11.
literally gave it. Like,
Right.
that was one of the sickest moments I've ever seen.
Yeah, Piazza hitting that was the greatest moment in New York sports history.
I think that makes sense. I think for Mets specifically, this game takes the cake in my opinion.
Yeah, bro.
I think it's up there with those mid to late 80s, some of those playoff runs that the Mets had.
Oh
they
yeah,
had some
when
really sick
in
fucking
'86
games.
when nobody thought they
exactly.
were gonna make anything.
I didn't want to say the wrong year. I was like 86, 87.
behind the bag. It goes in between the legs, and Buckner he went over the bag. Like that one that was great. But like, at that point, you pretty much knew that the Mets were destined for greatness. At that point, with that Boston game, you knew the Mets were going to win the World Series that year. And yeah, the Mets and the Giants won titles that year, and that was a great time in New York sports, obviously. But this game yesterday meant so much to a team that started off 0-10 to start the season, and were 11 games under 500 in May. Okay, for them to come back and make the fucking playoffs, to make the wild card, nonetheless, the way they did, I can genuinely tell you, when the Braves took a 7-6 lead, I thought they were shit in the water. Like
even
that was
even I was shitting bricks. I was
like
yo,
that. I was like, this is it.
This is
we
awful.
fucking right. I was like, why can't we have nice things? This is bullshit. This is why I don't get my hopes up every fucking year. It's the same shit. And yeah, I became that fan
Turned
for a
it around,
second.
man. They turned it
And
around.
dude,
Lindor turned it around, not they turned it around.
I can honestly tell you, I personally love Jose Reyes. Okay,
Oh yeah.
but Francisco Lindor might go down as the greatest shortstop the Mets.
I
have
think
ever
he
had.
means more to the franchise.
He has more of an impact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Clubhouse wise, energy, focus, leadership. He needs a C on his fucking jersey, bro. We gotta make him a captain.
I think that moment should have won Lindor the MVP.
Yes, that was the
feel like-
moment that sealed his MVP contention.
I think if you're MLB, you'd be like, yeah, we really want to give it to Ohtani. We just can't now. We can't.
cannot give Ohtani a fucking MVP if he's been a DH the entire
Well,
fucking season.
not even that. Let's just talk about, like, given the Mets history and the Dodgers history, let's give the Mets something. They're probably not gonna win a
Yeah.
World Series this year, but let's fucking give them. This fan base deserves that shit.
Yeah, we deserve something, man.
You know,
because
like
we've been struggling for years, man. Like, being the Met fan that I am and always trying to give my team the benefit of the doubt hurts my mental health at many, many times.
I feel that.
And every single year it's the same shit. You get your hopes up, you get almost there, and then you fucking crumble. We already know what it is, we know what to expect, and that's why Matt and I are so optimistic about not getting our hopes up and then getting our hopes up again. So
With that
yeah.
said, like you said before, let's call a timeout real quick. Let's towel off. It's been a sweaty first half of the
Oh my
episode.
Lord, I'm drenched. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, yo.
Uh,
So for this timeout, it's not going to be New York related per se.
It's gonna be hysterical though.
If y'all listen to the previous episode, you have to listen to the previous episode. Pause this right now. Go back to that episode.
Just to understand what we're doing right
Right. What happened with the cat lessons?
now. Okay. So I'm surprising you with what I'm about to tell you.
Oh my
Okay.
God. I wasn't expecting
So-
a surprise.
Yeah. So I called the number.
You don't understand how many people texted me about these cat lessons, by the way.
I called the number. Okay. The first time that I called the number, I was with you.
Yeah, after the episode.
And it was a lady from British Columbia, Canada.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I
Um,
remember that. Okay.
And I just heard her voice and I was like, nope, I'm not answering. I hung up.
Yeah.
Now, I went on Reddit
Oh, God.
and somebody gave me a number that was for the actual guy who does the cat lessons. And I called him and I must have had like 5 to 6 minute conversation with him.
Oh, so this is like fairly legitimate combo.
Dude, I don't know if
Quick
this guy was
conversation.
serious, but this is what he said.
Oh, God.
He said, I charge by the hour. I charge by the hour, not including meows. I don't know what that means, but I was like, okay. I was like, what else is included? He goes, purrs and pats. Purrs and head pats are included after the first hour, and then it's a double charge for every pat I give you. I can't even look at Sarah serious because she has no idea what's happening right now. When he said what I'm about to say, I hung up because I was like, he's gonna know where I'm at. He's gonna come and find me. He said, milk is not included.
Oh, see, you're cheap.
And I
as
hung
fuck.
up. Milk is not included.
Oh, but the problem is that he's dead ass.
But we
like it's not like he's trying to also play a joke. Like,
dude, this
Probably.
guy really thinks he's a cat. He thinks he's a cat and he thinks he's giving people cat lessons.
we used to be society. Oh my God.
What happened? Like, are we gonna be like
Maybe this guy's onto something. What
Are
do
we
we
gonna-
know? What do
are we
we
gonna-
know?
are we gonna get cat burglared? Like, is this? I don't know, dude. I didn't know how to fucking react to that. And I sat in the house and I was like, you know what?
Oh
I don't-
man.
I don't really know what the fuck I just heard, but it was pretty fucking funny, honestly. When he said purrs and pets, like pats, are included for the first hour, then it's a double charge. We knew what that was. We knew what the fuck that was, and it was gross. But yeah, that's what happened with the cat lessons, guys.
I'm baffled. I'm baffled.
Honestly,
Speaking
it was-
of cats, the Knicks got one.
Oh, that's a great transition.
That might be my best. That might
That's
be my
probably
best.
your best transition. Yeah,
That
we got a
might be
cat,
my
but
best.
at what cost?
Oh man. All right, let's break this down real quick, and then we're gonna toss it to our reporter in the field, B-Flow, at the end
Facts.
of the segment.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, Knicks made a trade. Julius, Devo, and Detroit's protected first, which I didn't know. You know what I learned in all this?
What?
That first round, it's a sliding scale pick, which I've never heard of. So it changes, I think, every year or something like that into a different protection.
Okay.
And in the final year, I think it becomes like a second round pick. like
Right.
if nobody conveys it. Which I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it had to be for a certain year. Apparently, it changes. Whatever. But it's Detroit's pick. It's technically not our own. Not that we have any other picks left, I don't think. But at this point, but yeah, Jew, Devo, and a 1 for Cat, Carl Anthony Towns from Minnesota. I have somewhat come around on this. It seems like you are still heated about it. There's apparently more to come because we need to bring in a third team for money purposes. I don't think that's going to amount to much unless we make this a legitimate third team deal. And I think Mitch is going to get shipped, at least before the first half of the season ends.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not as upset as I was the night I called you.
I have a lot to bless you with that I think will bring you around. So go ahead.
I only have like 2 problems with it.
Okay.
Number one,
don't say his voice.
number one, it's his voice, dude. I'm kidding. No, honestly,
what are you talking? What are you talking about,
dude? They literally they made a video on IG that was fucking hysterical. They did the 50 voices of Cat, right? Like the 50 Shades of Grey, and it's him going, yeah. He goes, you know, I'm about that. He goes, give me the ball. You know where I'm going. And then they just go, yeah, man. Like he asked me about you. He really did. I was like,
wait, is that the one I sent you?
No, that was another one that Big Hog sent me. And
whose nickname is that?
JJ.
Oh, okay.
Big
Fitting.
Hog.
That's fair.
And then dude, like the voice thing, I'm kind of getting over. I just really hope he don't come to New York with that bullshit because somebody's gonna fucking rip him, bro.
The funny thing is he's from here. Like,
right? No. He's from Jersey. Let's get it right. He's not from New York.
He
New
grew
York
up
is
a
not
Knicks
Jersey.
fan though, so he's got my love a little bit.
That's cool. He's a Knicks fan. That's all right. No problems there. That's cool. He's a very big, he's a fan of the Knicks. He's a supporter of the Knicks for years, but now he's a Knick. So now you need to hold yourself accountable as being a fucking Knick. Okay? We have a I can't say raw dog mentality because that's different. That's a little out of pocket.
Do we?
I was a little ditty. We have a dog mentality where we don't give up. Okay. Adversity does not topple over us, and it doesn't stop us from winning a fucking game. That's the way the Knicks played last year. That's the way they have to play this year.
I don't think
I've seen multiple players say that the Knicks, with the fucking starting 5 they have now and the fucking bench they have now, are the best team in the East.
I think if you factor in that Porzingis can't stay healthy, that the Pacers are full of shit. That
Pacers are a fucking team full of zesty motherfuckers, full of cats.
That Philly Embiid can't stay healthy. And they brought in Paul George, who also kind of can't stay healthy.
Old as fuck. It's fine.
Yeah, I fuck with the trade. One of my first thoughts was that Leon isn't afraid to go for it, and I respect that. I like Leon. He has balls. He will go out and do things which we are not used to as Knicks fans. We will go through entire seasons praying, all right, they're going to make a move at the deadline because we're like right there. This is back when we weren't shit and we couldn't even fathom being a playoff team.
Right.
We would get to the playoff deadline. All right, we need like that shooter to get us to the playoffs, or we need something. No trade would happen, or like we would lose every trade. We have Leon, who is out here making savvy fucking moves. I do think that there's more to this trade that meets the eye. Whether it gets revealed or not, I think there's more to Julius's injury that meets the eye. I think, and it's been backtracked. I don't know though. I think it got backtracked because it got leaked so much that Devo wasn't a fan of being a bench player again.
A role player, yeah.
I think because that got blown up so much that they tried to backtrack and be like, no, that wasn't true. I think it is true. I think that might become a problem in Minnesota, especially now that that Devo isn't with his Villanova homies and he's also in fucking Minnesota. No disrespect to Minnesota, but it seems like it's ass over there. But
I mean, they're not terrible. They got Edwards, you know what I mean? They got
for this next year though, like I mentioned, the pick from Detroit is a top 13 protected.
Right.
So it probably won't convey anyway. So, which is why I think they'll probably push that off. Whatever. I don't care about that pick that much. I heard that the Hornets were going to be a part of this deal. I would love, like, let's go out, trade Mitch Robinson for Nick Richards and some other piece or something like that. I think that'd be dope. Because Mitch, I don't like when Mitch gets on social media anymore. I'm over it.
He shouldn't be allowed to have a Twitter. Or
Bro, I'm over it. He's become a little irritating to me. I've mentioned in the past, I don't like some of the things he says. It's well documented. With how injury plagued you are, you should be trying to stay as healthy as possible and ball the hell out. Like, that's the only way that you get the respect that you want, is ball out. You can't stay on the court though. Yeah. I thought this was just a weird move. Like, your captain is best friends with Brunson. He was part of his wedding party. Like, I thought that was weird. Yeah. Do you think that they had to have, like, mentioned this to Brunson though?
I think, and I don't,
Because that's cold if Brunson is like, yeah, go for it. Like, I'm here
I
for
don't-
chips, not for friends.
listen to me. I don't think it's a thing of being cold. I think it's a thing of Brunson took a pay cut for this team.
He wants his team to win, no matter what.
Whatever the fuck it takes for us to win this chip, Brunson will say yes to it, even if it means separating the Nova core.
I fuck with it because I'm all for, like,
Change is
like,
good, brother.
Let's take
Change
the
is
ri-
good.
Let's take the let's risk it to get the biscuit. Yo, let me hit you with a few things real quick, because there's a lot of
risk
stuff
it.
that might dispel some of the things that have
The
been.
biscuit. I like that.
You've never heard that before?
I did, but I never
Oh,
heard
okay.
you say that.
You never heard it from me.
Sound like KFC worker. Oh shit, that was
Thanks.
funny as
You
fuck.
really made me sound a lot less cool by saying that. Thank you. I
Bro,
appreciate it.
you country as fuck, boy. You from Concord, North Carolina, you know what I mean?
So, Big
Now you
Cat.
sound like Xavier Leggett, you know what I mean?
Oh my God, nah, fam. Did you see where he said he worked at KFC for a week and a half?
Yeah, bro, but you
Yeah, because nobody could understand you to
play.
placing their orders.
Bro, you didn't hear he got it third touchdown. He grabbed the ball, he gave it over there, he gave
He
it to
did
the lady
the-
over there in the stands right there.
No, he did the ride. Oh fuck, I'm forgetting the name of it now. You didn't see his touchdown, Sally?
Nah, I didn't.
He said before that, he said, when I get my first I'm not doing his voice. When I get my first touchdown, I'm gonna ride the pony or whatever it's called all the way off the field.
Hey.
And he did that. He did the all the way off to the sideline.
All right, well, he right there pointed like that. He said, "Giddy up." You already know where I'm up. Right there. I was ready.
All right. So I think that Cat has the edge over Julius in terms of offensive talent and capability. I truly do.
agree
He
with
had got an interesting stat for you. He hasn't been under 95 in the 90. He hasn't been under the 95th percentile offensively, not just for his position, the entire NBA in the last 5 years. He's been in the 95th percentile or higher. 2 of those years were in the 98th percentile. He's incredible offensively, especially for a big man. He shoots.
He also doesn't know how to do celebrations correctly.
All right, well, let me get the facts out, and then you can make your jokes. He shoots usually over 40%. For a big man, that's insane.
That is pretty fucking good.
He
Oh,
people like to say that he is soft and stuff defensively. He defended Jokic last year in the playoffs very well. He's never been horrific defensively. He's not incredible, but he's never horrific. He actually has, in my opinion, I think he can move his feet better than Mitch. Maybe he's on par or at times slightly better than Hartenstein in that regard. He's not a rim protector. That's definitely where we take a hit. But he can be a good physical defender, and especially from what I've learned, I've done my research. Especially when you treat him as a versatile defender. If you want him to be a in the paint shot blocker, not his thing. We will fail miserably if you ask him to do that. But if you ask him to be a versatile defender, go out, get a wing for a play. Go out and,
Right.
get this this power forward real quick. Also, I want to point out that he plays a lot better when he's at the center position, not the power forward position.
So he's definitely gonna take over for Mitch starting forward, like moving forward. He's
For
gonna
the
be
start of the season, yes, absolutely. I think that Mitch should come off the bench even when he comes back if he is still a Knick. which I don't think he will be.
I don't think Mitch should do a fucking thing but stay the fuck on the bench. Honestly.
One of his big negatives that I learned, and this is like a kind of a deep cut. He has a league worst offensive foul rate. So he picks up a lot of offensive fouls, which I thought was pretty interesting considering he's kind of like a 3-point shooting big. And he does have post.
He's like a Tim Duncan-esque type of player.
No, he shoots way more threes than Tim Duncan ever did. He's not as like. I don't think anybody
is he like a Jokic type of player?
I'd say he's closer. He's like it's weird. He's not as slow as Jokic and Embiid. I think he's got a little more pizzazz to his game. Don't make a joke.
Oh, he has pizzazz.
Yeah. You know what I do love? I love that him and Embiid have beef, and that he honestly has punked Embiid in the past.
I kind of fuck with that. Yeah,
big fan of that. I'm big fan that he's a local boy. You know, I know he's Jersey, but local nonetheless. I think that this could work. I really do. I just think it sucks giving up Devo, Novacore, all that stuff. But if we just look at what this team needed, we needed a replacement for Hartenstein more than we needed Julius and Devo.
Are you concerned with the fact that Cat don't like Coach?
I think that's blown out of proportion. I think that they're both adults. That was a few years ago, honestly. I think that they'll get over it. I think that winning helps. And I think this team knows how to win despite pretty much anything thrown at them. I believe that that's a thing of the past. I don't think that that's going to play a factor at all. Genuinely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, listen,
have I brought you around at all?
No, you have. You have. I can honestly tell you that
I don't know the exact stats, but he is actually a better passer than Julius Randle as well, statistically.
Right. I also don't want anybody that's listening that is a Knicks fan and has been listening for, the amount of time we've been on and been doing this to think that we're bashing Julius Randle. We appreciate everything.
Not at all. No, don't even get me wrong.
Yeah, Julius changed Knicks culture by himself.
Julius Randle, I want to thank you from the bottom of my Knicks fan heart. Yep. You did something nobody else would. You came to New York. You were the first star in a very long time. No one else wanted to come sign with New York, not demand a trade. I'll always be sour Melo demanding the trade when he did because he gutted the team and gave them virtually no shot at ever winning a championship in that era. Julius Randle, you came here, you signed here to honestly not the craziest contract even at the time, and even the subsequent contract that he signed after that. They were very team friendly in the grand scheme of things.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. You brought what New Yorkers love to see, which is that grit, that hard working mentality, that no bullshit mentality. You didn't take nothing from anybody.
You was a dog, my man. You was a dog.
I will forever love Julius Randle. I may still get a Julius Randle Knicks jersey when it's all said and done. That is how much I love and respect what he did for this organization. If he didn't come, we would not have Jalen Brunson. We would not have this team would not be on the precipice of competing for a championship if it's not for Julius Randle. Real talk.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you. Also want to point out that Devo probably gave us one of the greatest calls in Knicks history in the playoffs.
He got a double, triple, quadruple bang out of Mike Breen, bro.
I'm going to tell you right now, Devo got traded. Randle got traded, but the amount of memories they gave us were fucking ridiculous.
Salute to my boys.
To y'all. Devo, he's got that fucking dog in him, no matter what the whole shit was with him not wanting to be a role player, whatever.
That more than anything else is what I'm going to miss is the mentality, the grit, and the toughness that they both played with, but even more so Devo. Devo was ready to scrap at moment's notice for his teammates, for this team, for this organization, and I loved that.
Yeah, Devo was that guy. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna have much beef down in Minnesota, brother. It's really not. It ain't that crazy out there. New York was a little different, but
that's why he fit in here, man.
Other than that, I have come around to the whole Cat idea.
We have to get positive at this point. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, man, because
the trade technically isn't official, but it's imminent. I think it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I brought that word back again.
It's a solid. Thesaurus lately, motherfucker.
Anemone.
It's anemone. Yup. I'm gonna eat some M&Ms. But
I think this could work out very well.
we definitely we got ourselves very, very excited for this season before this trade, and we're not going to let this trade break our fucking spirit on what we think this next team is capable of. So we're just going to continue pushing people. We're going to continue supporting our team, and it is what it is.
I want to point out, I think you had a really good point in the notes, that we have enough good defenders to compensate for Cat's weaknesses. I kind of shed some light as to that he's not as bad of a defender as people think.
Absolutely.
But
Cat,
I think
Cat is a solid defender. He's not great. You know what I mean?
You can't in this case you kind of can, because we actually do have like 5 legitimately good somewhat good defenders, but you can't have your whole lineup on the court at any given time be all good at the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
it's typically not possible.
Listen,
I think Cat will hold his own, but we have OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart as our starting lineup. You're not going to be able to shoot on us.
There's no way that you're going to keep up with Hart's hustle, Mikal Bridges' fucking defense, and OG's just persistent pestingness, because he's like a fucking gnat in your face every fucking time. And I love that about OG.
Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, their arm lengths, wild. Their wingspans are insane.
Stupid. I'm pretty sure Mikal Bridges' fucking wingspan is like 6'10".
I think we're good in that regard. I think Cat just has to not be a complete liability.
Yeah. I honestly see the Knicks being the top defensive team in the league.
I mean, we were most of the last 2
obviously
years.
Yeah, but I'm saying 2 years in a row, obviously. And I definitely see Cat and Brunson working very well together. I feel like it's gonna be like a
it's gonna be the nastiest pick and pop you'll ever see.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Because
or pick and roll, because Cat can do some stuff around the rim.
Cat can do a solid pick and roll.
I think the pick
Cat
and pop
loves
is
that
gonna
shit.
I think the pick and pop is gonna be even crazier, because I think when Cat goes to pick, Jalen Brunson can come around it, he can use that pick, and then he'll have the option of Cat popping out to the 3, and then you have somebody who's a good cutter like OG Anunoby who could get open for a dunk under the basket. And I feel like Mikal Bridges will do the same if need be.
Options, brother. There's
options. I think Cat only makes things better because he's even more lethal offensively than Julius Randle, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Julius Randle, we could talk about Randle handle, all that stuff. I'm not trying to get negative, but he had his
turnover problems.
He had his limits on offense, we'll say.
Yeah, he had his turnover problems.
I don't think Cat has nearly as many.
His anger would get the best of him at times. And listen, I get it. You wanted to be the guy, and you ended up being the second guy, but you still made a difference to this organization.
It seemed like he was going to take. I think what most Knicks fans are mad about is not the fact that we traded Julius and Devo. I think it's that we didn't get to see at least most of a full season with that team intact. You and I have said it. We wanted it to run it back, and see what this team truly looked like all together for a full season and into the playoffs even more so. It sucks that we're not going to get to see that, but I haven't seen a hunger from the Knicks front office and players in the same time ever. Yeah. And this is cool to see that the front office and the coaching, the players, we are all on the same page. We're going to do what it takes to win.
Right.
If we got to make trades that's going to piss people off in the short term so that we win in the long term, I'm with it. Cat is only 28 years old, mind you.
Right.
He's not even 30 yet. And we have years on his contract. This team is staying together for a minute.
For a while.
So I'm just saying, East, you're going to have to deal with Knicks fans for a hot fucking second.
Yep. So he better get the fuck to stepping and get his fucking game up, because guess what? The fact that team's going to be together for a while, you know what other team's going to be together for a while? The motherfucking New York Liberty, and that's how we transition to the WNBA.
Yeah, so we need to talk about the winning ways.
Yo, you sounded like Christopher Walken for a second.
I wish I could do his accent. I can't do his accent. We need to talk about the winning ways of the New York Liberty.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I can't do it.
The Foo Fighters.
Yeah, that was good. Yo, the New York Liberty, though. Just moments ago, we mentioned it with Cuzzy Matt. They win game 2, take a 2-0 lead. They're balling. This is the defending champs we're talking about, who we played in the shit last year.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, bro. I know you got your jersey, bro.
I'm wearing it tomorrow. Now that
I
we
know.
won. I'm wearing it tomorrow.
I'm ordering
Look out on the IG story. I'm gonna post that tomorrow morning when I rock the jersey.
I ordered a hoodie that I want you to let me know what you feel.
I need to get a Liberty hat too.
Okay. The Liberty hats are fire.
I haven't seen a really good one yet. That's why I haven't bought one yet.
I could see. Let me know what you think about this.
Is that like a camo?
Yeah, bro. No, it's flowers. It's like a floral print.
Like a flower camo almost, because it's the same
kind of
tonality as the rest of the. It's kind of dope.
It's kind of like that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And it has the Liberty in it's like almost it's stitched.
But you got to get it like loose fit, like not fitted.
Oh yeah, no, I'm getting a double X.
I feel like big will look better with that.
I'm getting a double X, absolutely. Yeah.
No, you know, like some jerseys will look dope fitted and more.
Yeah, but you can't. You, like that jersey you gave me, the All-Star jersey. That jersey fits nice.
Yeah. Oh, I guess still one of my favorite jerseys. I mean, technically it's your jersey now, but
no, that's fine.
Fine for you.
I will love it forever. Oh, they have a cardigan.
There's only one person. I do not give away. Yeah. Did you see they have the collab with Off-White?
Yeah, I like it.
So sick.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think you posted it on our thing.
Yeah.
Man, I love what I'm seeing from them. Stewie is balling the fuck out. Ionescu, Sabrina hit some sick shots in game 2 and game 1 for that matter.
Sabrina is that motherfucker.
Her and Stewie, insane.
She has such a prime Steph Curry mentality and cadence to her style of play that it really makes women's basketball elevate to a different level of just being excited to watch it.
Well, if anybody still looks at least the top end of women's basketball as just women's basketball, then you're either just being a bigot in a certain way.
Yeah.
You're not at all invested. You're not trying to watch it. You're not trying to be open-minded because
it's just basketball.
The top teams in the WNBA are legitimately good professional basketball teams.
Yeah.
Watching the Liberty and the Aces, this is a travesty that we don't get to see them in the championship game again this year.
Right.
That's something I don't like about the WNBA's playoff format is that it's college hoop style where it's seeded and everything.
Right.
Because I think the Liberty, because that's the fun. Okay, that's the fun thing about NBA is that you can have the top East and West teams come back to back like multiple years and face each other, and then like this rivalry because when you have the freaking Aces and the Liberty play in the second round of the playoffs, like then you're deflating what could be one of the best finals in in the history of the sport.
Also, Kelsey Plum, I love you. You're beautiful.
She's fire though. She's so good.
She's so good and she's so fine.
Her jump shot is water. Like, yeah, man. We have some.
Darren Waller fumbled the bag hard, bro.
He fumbled a lot. He fumbled multiple bags.
He fumbled that album that he fucking took out.
He was carrying the grocery bags in from the car, and he fumbled all of them. They're all on the floor. There's multiple broken eggs, smushed tomatoes.
All I gotta say, Kelsey, is, hey.
Oh my god! I looked and I thought it was your legitimate face for a second because that was like the face you'd be making after that. I didn't catch it for a second. Oh my god!
I can't wait for this video to go up.
I wonder if that showed up on camera because the way I felt like I did, I was like,
"Oh my god, that is fucking hysterical! I love it."
Oh man!
But yeah, man, they definitely balled out. They got a 2-0 lead right now, right?
Yes, 2-0.
So yeah,
looking to close that out.
Hell yeah, good look into the Liberty. Keep it moving, girls. You got this. We got this. Let's go Lib.
Yo, let's preseason hockey's still going on. It's not really enticing to me. I don't necessarily
it's
care.
all right. I watched the game the other night. It was okay. I don't like to get excited for hockey preseason because preseason is dog shit. Same thing with football. Preseason is dog shit. You don't really see the players you want to see. You see the players that are kind of maybe gonna get a game or two. Or maybe just a quarter or two, and you can't really get excited for it. But we know that the Rangers are the Rangers, and the Rangers will come out fucking swinging.
Yeah. I just to give a bit of a like look ahead, oh, a bit of a look ahead. Um, I am if this Rangers team doesn't come out with like some serious grit, a la like the Liberty this year, where like they don't get the championship and then they come out the next year absolutely just hungry and they decimate the entire league, I will be disappointed. I feel like this Rangers team, they were right there a year ago. They need to be hungry. I think we need to. I think it'd be really nice. I don't think we need it. It'd be nice to make a nice little move ahead of the
Absolutely.
deadline whenever it happens later in the season. But I think that they should and will come out hungry, and I think they're going to be a team to be reckoned with this season. I think that
I
they
think
should.
they have a lot to prove. I think the Rangers are gonna be a team that pretty much needs to put up or shut up. A team that needs to win now
Mhm.
because some players ain't getting no fucking younger, and some players are young, and we need to use them now because they're at their best. You know, I'm talking Panarin, I'm talking fucking Rempe, like players like that are solid cores of this team. We
Mhm.
need to use them now when they're eligible to be played for a whole fucking game. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they got to do what they got to do, or they got to shut the fuck up about it.
In
But
my opinion, anything short of the Stanley Cup final is a travesty.
yeah, for the Rangers,
I
definitely.
think it's a wasted season. I think almost all the major New York teams are win now mode,
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
or at
Definitely.
least all of our teams. But we'll move on to MLS to round things out.
Hell yeah.
We got one more game left, people. There's one
Damn,
more
bro.
game for everybody
Season went
left in
by
the
like a
season.
fly.
It went by like slow and fast at the same time because of the
That's what she said.
breaks, because of the plays in different leagues for different cups
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
yeah.
As it stands right now, NYCFC is fifth, RBNY sixth, CLTFC seventh. So not too much different than it was last time we spoke, obviously, because they haven't played since we last spoke. That was dumb, Dylan. But NYCFC has one game left tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. against Cincinnati, who are a damn good team. They are in third. The Red Bulls, we'll try to pull theirs up real quick. They have also playing tomorrow against Toronto. Seems like does the season end for everybody tomorrow? Let's see. CLTFC for New York South. Also tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. They play Chicago. So all Chicago's asked, they're last in the Eastern Conference. Hopefully CLTFC pulls that out. But in terms of the Red Bulls, I think they're playing, I said Toronto. I think Toronto may be able to jump them if they win that game and score enough goals.
They go jump them? Where they go fuck them up?
Exactly.
It's crazy how New York has literally turned us, how we just take a word and we turn it into violence. It is disgusting.
But it'd be fire if the standings can hold the way they are, because then that means the both New York teams and the Charlotte team all qualify for the MLS Cup playoffs and don't have to go into the wild card game. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. We have like playoff aspirational playoffs at least.
I hear you.
We don't know about the Jets yet.
Um,
But yeah, we have like good sports right now.
Yeah, man.
We do good sports.
We do sports gooder. Real quick, just a quick shout out. Since we're talking about Charlotte and the people of the Carolinas, hope everybody's staying safe out there. I know that the hurricane has destroyed most parts of Asheville.
Western part of
Yeah,
North Carolina has been pummeled.
Just
Boone.
listen,
Yeah,
Carolinians, man, keep your heads up.
it's wild. I honestly, as soon as I saw some of the devastation, it reminded me of Katrina in New Orleans.
Yeah, bro,
That's
it was
how bad some areas are. There's literal roads that just broke in half and went down a hill, like a mountain.
Black
I should say.
Mountain. It was Black Mountain and
You don't understand how this
Mason,
impacts
North
me.
Carolina is fucked up too.
Boone is also messed up.
Boone is fucked up.
Asheville
Yeah,
was
man.
just completely underwater. No, what's wild is that I was in Black Mountain 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was in Asheville 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then a month before that. So like these places I went to just a month and a half ago.
Right.
In Asheville, like we did a whole thing for my birthday weekend where We went down this art walk. I see on the news the art walk is flooded for over 24 hours. There was this other part where also flooded and just wasn't. Oh my God, it's wild. So
it's devastating.
thankfully we weren't hit that bad.
Right.
You know, Concord is very hilly, and thankfully most of the houses are at the tops of these hills.
Right.
So
Yeah,
everything goes away from us. But Asheville, it's the complete opposite. They're at the bottom, or any of the western North Carolina in the region of over there is. It's all mountainous, and most of those towns are at the bottom of these mountains. All the water goes straight down to them and just floods and wrecks it. And people are really displaced. I know a few people that have no homes right now. So it's wild. So yeah, shout out to the people going through that.
Just keep your head up, guys, and you know, keep praying.
Hopefully, we're making your week a little bit better. We'll try to distract you the best we can.
Yeah, you know, we'll talk a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, we like to support and make sure our people are doing good. And with that, we're gonna chuck up the deuces.
Yo, which New York captain? Speaking of how much aspiration a lot of our teams have now, which New York captain is getting his first ring?
I think you and I are gonna have
in New York. I'll say.
Okay, I think you and I are gonna say the exact same person.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
All right, fine. We'll
3, 2, 1.
Wait. Are we considering actual captains or people who we also deem to be the captains, even though they may not have captains? Like Sabrina Ionescu, I don't know if she's an official captain, but I consider her to be the captain.
I could see Sabrina being just like Lindor is not captain.
I was just gonna say Lindor. I would deem a captain. Let's just name them all. We have Lindor, Sabrina. We'll consider them captains.
Judge.
We have Judge. We have
Brunson.
AR and Brunson.
Who's
Nets,
the captain of the Giants?
The Nets aren't sniffing a championship, and neither are the Giants. Sorry, Matt. We just talked to you about it. I'm sorry. You're not sniffing a chip. So you're not coming anytime soon. That sounded weird.
Wow. That was pretty sad.
What other teams are there? Oh, let's say, who would be the captain of NYCFC? Would it be Maxi? Would it be
probably Maxi?
Or
I think it's gonna be Maxi, and then captain of the Rangers would be
their AR Rodriguez.
Right. Captain of the Rangers is
probably Maxi. Oh my God, Maxi's 5'3". I didn't know he was that small.
Wow, that was pretty fucking small.
Maxi Morales. All right, who's captain of the Rangers? You were gonna say
captain of the Rangers is Jacob Trouba.
Yeah.
So it would be, but to me, we're gonna do.
Are we gonna include the?
We're gonna do actual captains, and then we're gonna do should be captains.
No, we gotta lump them all in because if they had captainship, these people would be captains. So they gotta all be on the same plane.
All right, I'm gonna give you mine. You give me yours. Ready?
Okay.
I'm saying it now.
Wait, 3. No, we'll do the same time.
Oh, we're doing the same time. 3.
Yeah, we'll do the same time. 3,
2, 1.
Sabrina Ionescu.
I think it's gonna be Brunson, but I get why you're saying Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah.
I get it because they're literally at the brink of winning a championship.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is awesome. I mean, listen, Sabrina and that team deserves it.
My next pick, it would actually be a toss-up between Judge and Brunson. Just because
I'm gonna tell you right now, brother.
We haven't seen this team, the Knicks team, go through the playoffs fully yet. The Yankees are in more of a prime position. That's the only thing I can say.
I'm gonna be straight up with you right now.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but
if the Astros don't make it past the Tigers, because the Astros lost today.
Yeah.
If the Astros don't make it past the Tigers, the Yankees might be going to the World Series.
Fairly shitty managing by the Astros, by the way.
But at the end of the day, I got to think about it this way. I don't think the Yankees are going to win the whole thing. If the Yankees have to go against either the Dodgers.
I'm feeling better than I did a month ago, but I'm still not fully confident in them.
Okay.
Put it that way.
If the Yankees have to go against the Dodgers or they got to go against like the Padres, the Yankees, dude. Okay. Real quick before we sign off, there's one dude that I heard that has an odd of a Subway Series World Series odd bet of $5 that if it happens, it is
what's the payout?
The payout
is it like $1 million plus?
The payout is $785.
$785?
$785,000.
Oh, I was gonna say, could you imagine $5?
Could you imagine $5 makes you?
I may just start throwing down $5 for the Subway series for the next 10 years, just to see. I mean, fuck it, it's $5. I surrender half of a cup of coffee because coffee's expensive shit these days.
You don't fucking pay for coffee. You just show them you're a Jets fan and they give you free coffee. But anyways,
Did I shout that out that episode?
you did.
Okay, I did.
I'm pretty sure you did. Yeah.
That was fire.
But yeah.
It ended up
With
being.
that being
loss,
said, this is where we sign the fuck off. It has been a wonderful fucking night. It is late. I have to go to work. You have to go to work. So we're gonna fucking
I don't have no shoes to wear.
hit that shit like I hit that shit.
Yo, it's the Any Sports Podcast. We'll talk about anything at any given time. But
The main focus is always my face and New York. Holla.
see y'all.